Okay, so we're talking about veterans burial benefits. We talked about in the last video about what it actually can include. This video, I just want to touch a little bit on some of the things that it does not include. Hence, why you would still need life insurance, or why you would still need some sort of investment or money set aside for these expenses, because they do have to be paid by the family. Um, the funeral arrangements are crematory services. Either one is arranged through the funeral home, and those are things that are not paid for by the VA. Um, let's see. The VA will provide a headstone. We talked about that. A burial flag to be draped, the President Memorial Certificate, the military funeral honors for the veteran, for taps to be played, or a bugle, whichever one is desired. And then there are some limited burial costs that may be available for reimbursement. Just to name a few of them, if it's a service-connected death, the VA, you may be entitled to $2,000 through the VA. You heard me right. If it's a non-service connected death, but you died in a VA hospital, you're looking at $796 or up to. If it's non-service connected and you did not die in a VA hospital, you're looking at $300. Talked about in another video of how Social Security will give you $255. So now you're up to $500 if you just die and there's no, connection at all whatsoever. Plot allowance is $796. State cemetery, you can potentially be eligible for $796. Headstone and marker, $195 if not in a national cemetery. So just be aware of that. One of the other things I wanted to talk about is funeral costs. We've talked about in other videos how funeral costs can range from $10,000 to $15,000. You have your funeral service. The only thing they're going to have for you at the cemetery is what's called a committal service if you go through a national cemetery. And that's just a 20-minute, basically, ceremonial service, memorial service. But to have the body prepared, cremation, if you decide to go the cremation route, the embalming, the preparation services, to dress the body, to all of these expenses still has to be paid by the family. The casket, if you're going to have a cremation service, you may have to rent a casket instead of buy one if you want there to still be some sort of memorial service. If you want, a regular funeral service, if it's going to be held at the funeral home, there's a cost. If it's going to be held at a church, you may well have to give an honorarium to the church. If there's going to be limos to pick up the family, there's going to be a cost for that. Florists, there's a cost. There is a cost. So there's a cost for all of that that's outside of what happens at the National Cemetery. There is a cost. So you're still going to be looking at thousands and thousands of dollars to bury a loved one, in a sense, or prepare them to be buried. And if you do it at need, it is still going to be so much more expensive than if you do it pre-need. We've talked about that in another video. But what you can do, if you're a veteran, you have questions, or you need more information, you can go to www.va.gov, and you can look under burial benefits and see, you know, what that requirement is. I do know that you have to submit a death certificate and a DD-214 in order to, you know, inquire about those benefits or to take advantage of those benefits. It's not a claim, it's just you have to verify their service and their death, and the VA, you know, will take care of the rest. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, put it in a comment. I'll be more than happy to try to get the answer to you, or, you know, get whatever information you may need. All right, till the next video. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.